be able to think like me. You know, when I was in the position, I can choose who I want to. 'Cause I earned that right. But do I like this fight? Absolutely. Our whole life. So what I'm speaking our whole life. So what's dangerous to us? I mean, God bless us, but there are so many people that are going down now from just coke.
You talking about Floyd first. And, and then he basically just fired back in a different way.
Floyd Mayweather has stunned fans by sending a formal fight offer to Roy Jones Jr., just days after being called out on the Stephen A. Smith show. Mayweather insists he's earned the right to choose his opponents, while Jones, who has been publicly challenging him for weeks, says he's ready to prove himself and is eager to make the fight a reality.
I know how y'all are. I know y'all enjoy boxing, the games, and have shoes, and people have OP. Cool too. I got an opinion. And I'm allowed to say my opinion or speak my opinion. If somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it worked. Because if you want to prove that you better than me, I'm always just wide open. There you go.
Jeff Mayweather fired back at Roy Jones Jr. for calling out Floyd Mayweather, pointing out that Roy started the whole thing with his own comments. He questioned the logic of wanting to fight someone simply because they made a remark, suggesting the motivation is personal. According to Jeff, Roy may be bothered by Floyd's accomplishments and the level of fame he's achieved. He hinted that Roy's frustration could stem from Floyd's lasting influence on boxing and his ability to stay popular over the years.
And then he basically just fired back in a different way. So, I mean, why would you want to fight somebody just because they said something? He did the exact same thing that you did.
Because he felt like he was questioning his manhood and stuff, showing the clips of him getting knocked out
and
and stuff.
Do with no fucking manhood.
Obviously, he does to Roy. What are you getting mad at me for? Roy's the one that.
You don't want to talk on that bullshit, manhood. They got shit to do.
Well, why would he want a street fight? He says personally, he wants a street fight.
He wants a street fight because he got mad. That's all. He got mad because what Floyd did.
He wants some Rocky V type stuff, Tommy Gunn and Rocky in the streets.
But he wants, I don't know.
Think Floyd would ever want that?
Well, I mean, the thing is this.
I mean, they do it in the doghouse late at night.
If him and Floyd was at the same weight, yeah, they could do it. It would be no problem at all. I mean, this man weighs over 200 pounds. Floyd walking around that body about 147, 150 at the most.
Logan Paul was big too.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
Roy Jones Jr. dismissed Floyd Mayweather as nothing more than a product of social media, claiming Floyd thrives on online attention rather than true boxing competition. He drew a sharp contrast between their careers, saying his own drive has always been rooted in the sport itself, not in building an image. According to Roy, the difference is clear. He seeks genuine competition, while Floyd is more focused on self-promotion and keeping his name trending. Confident in his abilities, Roy made it clear he fears no opponent and is ready to fight even at his current age. His public challenge aims to silence doubts about his readiness and remind fans that he still carries the mindset of a true fighter who refuses to back down.
I don't know what's going on with him. Sugar Ray Leonard said himself he thought he would beat him. The reason I tell people I thought Sugar would beat him is because when you mention great fighters, right? 90% of your great fighters are black. The ones from the past. Now, with the Eastern Bloc coming on like they always gonna be some great ones coming on there. Even with Lil Tony, as you see, these guys are gonna be great. They're gonna start eclipsing and coming up there too. But right now, if you had to name 5 of the best fighters of all time, 4 of them are gonna be black. You understand me? Who did he beat that was black in his prime, that was in their prime, that was on his level? Nobody. Sugar Ray Leonard beat Marvin Hagler twice. Roberto Duran, who would be one of the other people on the pound list. He beat guys that were Floyd Mayweather Sr. He beat guys that were at their prime, no matter what color they were. He beat all of them at their prime. Him and Tommy fought when they both had O's. Not when Tommy got beat by Iran Barkley. That's too late to beat Tommy. If you beat him after that, it don't count. You understand me? So it's not that. I'm not saying Floyd's not a great fighter, but you can't put him ahead of guys who have crossed the line. When you have I put you in with a score opposition, now you can judge say, hey, you did that. You go on that line. But Terrence Crawford was there all these years. You fought Canelo, who was way younger than Crawford. Well, 3 years younger than Crawford. Crawford was there too, but you never called Crawford's name.
Is there like some sort of tensions and beef between you? Or?
He got mad because I said it. On all the smoke. Then he started put up some video of him watching some of the fights I had in my little career where I got knocked out. He said, look at the highlights. Yeah, they make the highlights. But those highlights probably more exciting than your highlights. Still, you feel me? But when you play with me, I'm not ducking or dodging nothing. Still, my name's still Roy Jones Jr. I don't care. I get in shape right now for anybody. It ain't running ain't my game. I never duck and dodge. I'm not that guy.
Do you think he'll fight you?
I don't know if you will. I'm wide open for it. So let's go.
On that note, always a pleasure, my man. Thank you.
Joe Rogan praised Roy Jones Jr.'s one-of-a-kind fighting style, calling it the craziest and most creative in boxing history. He reflected on Roy's prime years, when his blazing speed, razor-sharp reflexes, and unorthodox movement made him nearly unbeatable. Rogan's admiration underscores that Roy isn't just a skilled boxer but one of the most gifted athletes the sport has ever produced, adding credibility to his challenge toward Floyd Mayweather.
Craziest style of all time. And when he was in his prime, that dude was untouched. Every fight was an execution.
Body headbangers, bro. He was
He was so fast. He was the only guy in CompuBox history. Didn't get a single punch landed on him in a round. He fought Vinny Pazienza. Didn't get a single punch landed
jumped
on
that
him.
hook in. That's all he
And then he just put it on him. And then he tried to stop the fight himself. He looked at the referee. He's like, stop this fight. And the referee's like, keep fighting. And he's like, all right. He goes like that. He does like that. And he tunes him up and KOs him.
Roy Jones Jr. openly questioned Floyd Mayweather's place in boxing history, saying Floyd wouldn't even make his personal top 5. He challenged the legitimacy of Floyd's record, asking who he had truly faced at the highest level. In Roy's view, only Canelo Alvarez was genuinely on Floyd's level, while the rest of his opponents fell short in skill and status. His criticism is aimed at dismantling the image of Floyd as a fighter who consistently took on the best competition.
Yeah, press conference. What's going on, Jeff? Talked a little bit yesterday about the Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather situation. Just wanted to expand on it a little bit. I saw an interview with Roy, and he was like, because I asked you think we'd see an exhibition or a real fight, and he's like, there'd definitely be no exhibition. Either going to be in the ring or it's going to be a street fight. Either one, I don't care. What do you think about those comments?
Well, I mean, the thing is that basically, I mean, you talk about Floyd first, and then he basically just fired back in a different way. So, I mean, why would you want to fight somebody because they said something? He did the exact same thing that you did.
Because he felt like he was questioning his manhood and stuff, showing the clips of him getting knocked out.
They ain't got shit to do with no fucking Andrew.
Obviously, he does to Roy. What are you getting mad at me for? Roy's the one that
You the one talking that bullshit, manhood. They got shit to do with no.
Well, why would he want a street fight? He says personally he wants a street fight.
You want a street fight because he got mad. That's all. He got mad because what Floyd did.
He wants some Rocky 5 type stuff, Tommy Gunn and Rocky in the streets.
But he want that. I don't know.
Think Floyd would ever want that?
Well, I mean, the thing is this.
Or maybe they do it in the doghouse late at night.
If him and Floyd was at the same weight, yeah, they could do it. It would be no problem at all. I mean, man weighs over 200 pounds. Floyd walking around that body about 147, 150 at the most.
Logan Paul was big too.
Get the fuck out of him with that wash.
Roy Jones Jr. believes a showdown with Floyd Mayweather would be a global spectacle that fans everywhere would rush to see. He frames it as a clash between two of the greatest fighters of their respective eras, a matchup guaranteed to generate massive excitement and entertainment. For Roy, it's more than just a fight. It's a rare opportunity for boxing fans to witness two legendary names testing their skills in the same ring. He emphasizes that the bout would be pure entertainment, with both men willing to risk their health not only for the charitable aspect but also to give people something thrilling at a time when the world feels starved for real excitement. With hard times leaving many stuck at home and without much to look forward to, Roy suggests that such a fight could be the kind of explosive event that reminds people why they love boxing in the first place.
Of their decades in the ring together, it has to be entertainment. And I think Mike can say the same thing I can say. We are willing to risk our health at a time like this, not only for the charitable part of it, but also to give people entertainment at a time when people don't have entertainment. Nobody has nothing right now. There's no real entertainment going on. Times are hard right now. People are stuck at home with nothing to do. Well, let's think about what would have happened had you put this bomb and this explosive.
He stressed that Floyd's claim reflects a disregard for the legends who sacrificed and paved the way for modern fighters to thrive. Roy argued that true greatness isn't defined solely by an undefeated record but by the courage to stand for something bigger than oneself. In his view, Muhammad Ali embodied the heart of a champion in ways Floyd has never matched, and likely never will.
Asked where he ranks Floyd Mayweather in boxing history.
Who?
If you don't respect Muhammad Ali, how can I respect you? To tell me that you don't think Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time,
Yeah.
you may well be spitting in my face.
He doesn't even put him in the top 5.
You may as well spit in my face. The greatest athlete of all time, always in my book, is going to be Muhammad Ali.
That ain't what I think, that's what I know.
Some people live for different reasons.
Yeah.
Like you said, some people live for and respect different things in life. Some people more materialistic or like that than others. Ali had a heart of gold. I loved Ali because of the heart he had. He fought for the weak. He stood up for those that were disabled or those that wasn't as beneficial as others. He fought for all good for all people. And he tried to keep everybody unified at the same time. When he died, you saw people from every religion, every race come to his funeral. Why? How many other people have we seen that happen with?
Yeah.
Not many. You understand me?
Max Kellerman joined the criticism, arguing that Floyd Mayweather should not be considered the greatest of all time. He noted that Floyd's career was built more on generating massive pay-per-view revenue than on consistently facing the most dangerous opponents. According to Kellerman, Floyd strategically selected his fights to maximize earnings and safeguard his undefeated record, a calculated approach that, in his view, undermines the legitimacy of Floyd's claim to all-time greatness.
One thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You understand me? When you say, you talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. That 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster, who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all time. And if you disrespect him, you disrespect anybody. So you have no respect. But when you see me, you're going to have some respect. Because if you want to get it, we can get it. I'm willing to go earn my respect. You understand me? So it's not like I don't like the dude. The dude cool.
Right.
I went through a phase in boxing where you had to play king of the hill. You had to fight whoever came up that side of the hill. He came along, he did his thing. He made more money than anybody ever made. He did his thing. The way he did his thing, that's his thing. I'm not going to argue and say, I'm mad at him for doing it. He did what he had to do it the way he wanted to do it. He's entitled to that. But don't tell me you're the greatest of all time and don't disrespect the greatest of all time. Because now that's disrespect.
Floyd Mayweather top 5?
No, not in my book. No.
Not even
Not
top
in my
10.
book. Maybe top 10 in my book. Yeah, not
Maybe
top
top
5. Maybe top 10, but not top